Welcome to this first video of ADG's three-part series on working with the S1000D ACT and PCT modules using R4i WorkSpace. In this first video, Reeta will focus on defining and building the Applic block in the IDStatus area of the data module, ready for the authors to easily use the defined applicability as they work.
Thank you, Tammy. As Tammy has indicated, in this session I'm going to show you how you can use the R4i WorkSpace Applicability Builder to build your applicability, and on this session I'm going to work on just the management side of it. So the first thing I want to do is check out a data module. Now I'm going to select a descriptive data module, but it can be any type of data module, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to check this out. And we'll close that. Okay, so in the IDStatus section, we have two components that make up the applicability for the Applic builder. The first is you must have the declaration for the applicability cross-reference table, and with this we're just going to use the default one that comes with the standard byte content. The second portion is this Applic statement, and we're going to replace that with some new Applic statement just so that you can see the process. So I'm just going to delete that Applic, and you can now see that we're invalid. So I'm going to install or insert my Applic. Now when we're looking at the applicability, there's a couple different ways that we can build this applicability. The first is that we can select an element, drag it onto the Applic, right click and make the evaluation selection, change to a different type of applicability and drag that on as well. So that's one way to build your applicability. The other is that we can right click onto the Applic and we can set our evaluation first. So in this one I'm going to put in that it's either this or this, and with the comparisons they're going to be with an AND in it. So it's very similar to what we had as the original Applic. So in this one I want to select that it's the mountain storm, so I can easily drag and drop that over, and I want to include the particular version, so I can say that it's the Mountain Storm Mark 1, so I can drag that over. So my applicability is then set to Mountain Storm Mark 1, and I can now add another evaluation, and I can change the mountain storm to the brook trekker and drag that onto my second, and instead of having the Mark 1 I can say that it's the Mark 9. So we've built our applicability. If we wanted to include display text we can, otherwise we can right click on that and delete it. And once we're happy with our evaluations we can then say insert markup, and the insertion has been added into our data module, and as you can see it's put in all the relevant markup for us so that we can see what that structure is. This completes the presentation on the management side of the applicability builder. Thank you.
When you need to deliver mission-critical information, ADG's software, training and professional services will assist you to deliver on time, every time. Aerospace, defence, legal or engineering, your requirements are as unique as your organisation. We are smart content. We are ADG.